Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Powering his way forward. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
They'll set up the screen to Lynch. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A good first down. Climbers the screen play, gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on third down, it's Elway. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And on display right there, the arm that made John Elway a lot of money.
And that's going to leave a mark, because when he throws it with that much force, one of the best arms the game has ever seen, one of the strongest ones, it does leave a mark. They actually called it the Elway cross, because you could see the imprint on a player after he caught one of those bullet passes.
From the 25, here's second down and 7. Elway. Escaping the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. From the gun, it's Elway. And it is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Back to the ground, Lynch. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
If you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. They'll run with Lynch. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Pierce. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of the game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he takes this just a little faster to 26. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Burrow. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I'm one, ready?
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2nd and 6.
47-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. This is caught inside the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
At the 26-yard line.
Now it's Elway. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
That was a fun one to watch right there. Nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. Well, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, a 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. We saw this line in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Mark Andrews, 51 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, running down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Steelers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes a reverse. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
39-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Out of the gun, Elway. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Now Elway looking to audible. They try again with Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going on fourth. It's Elway. Steps away to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
John Elway. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now Myers for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Burrow. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That's a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. first and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now it's Elway. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
First down, the run with Lynch. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down, goal to go. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and sneak it here. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. On the return, it's Xavier Worthy. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up.
This is 1st and 10. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's 1st down. is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Burrow. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get him with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here comes 2nd down. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Here's Burrow. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Now it's Burrow. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up the chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start the drive with Lynch. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. An inside run with Lynch. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Play action. Elway. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And room there to work it inside the 25. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Coleman has it here right side. And he will have the Steelers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now Elway on the move to his left. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Elway. ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now it's Elway. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. Nifty move. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown would win it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to look that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this is caught. He hits more. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Less than 2 minutes to go in this overtime. It's sudden death now, but we are still all tied. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing again, it's Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Burrow looking to pass. That's taken in by Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
You know they're going to be looking his way in overtime. He's had a fantastic game, but unable to hook up there.
And how many times do we see this situation where they actually complete that pass and you wonder to yourself, how do you let him get open? How do you not know they're going to go to him? He's their big play guy. In this case, they defended it well and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Burrow will throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So this one a victory for the Raiders. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.